We'll start off with some breaking news from the UAE. The United Arab Emirates says its air defenses are engaging missiles and drones coming from Iran for the second consecutive day, weeks into a fragile ceasefire in West Asia war. UAE's defense ministry, in a post on X, said that its air defense systems are actively engaging with missiles and drone threats. It added that they had come from Iran. On Monday, an Iranian drone attack caused a fire, injuring 3 people at an energy installation in Fujairah, close to the blockaded Strait of Hormuz, the vital waterway that is the focus of tensions between the United States and Iran. Fujairah is the UAE's main oil export terminal, bypassing the Strait of Hormuz. The oil-rich UAE, a staunch U.S. ally on Iran's doorstep, has borne the brunt of Tehran's retaliation, having been targeted by more than 2,800 missiles and drones during the war. Joining us now live is Mr. Charles Kupchan from Washington, D.C. Mr. Kupchan is a senior fellow at the Council on Foreign Relations. Mr. Kupchan, it's good to see you. Let's talk about what is really happening in the UAE, because this is the second strike by Iran in the UAE. The first one was yesterday. Another one has been reported today. What do you think is in the mindset of Iranians, or what is their strategy right now?
Well, I think we're at a quite dangerous moment in this standoff, with the United States sort of testing the waters, if you will, by sending warships through the Strait of Hormuz, guiding a couple of U.S. flagged ships yesterday. That invited Iranian attacks. The United States apparently fired back and sank a number of Iranian speedboats. And now Iran, yesterday and today, is launching missiles and drones at the UAE. I think in some ways picking out the UAE because it is closest to Israel. Israel deployed the Iron Dome system with Israeli soldiers to help protect the UAE. So far, the Trump administration is holding back. It's saying this is a defensive operation. But I think if Iran continues down this road, we may see the full-scale conflict restart.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Kupchan, we've been talking about an escalation for the past 1 week or so. The Strait of Hormuz remains the choke point and the flashpoint of this war between the United States, Israel, and Iran. What do you think is on Trump's mind? Because he says that the ceasefire has not been called off, yet it's still in place. What is America's strategy right now going forward?
Well, I think the Iranians have discovered more leverage than they expected. And they have gained that leverage by effectively shutting down passage through the Strait of Hormuz, having a huge impact on global energy markets. And the Iranians know that this puts Trump in a very difficult position, both because many countries around the world are suffering shortages. Here in the United States, the impact is less pronounced, but Americans are seeing the price of a gallon of gasoline go up day by day. This is taking a significant toll on Trump's popularity, on the popularity of the Republican Party. I do think that right now Trump's strategy is to try to strangle the Iranian economy and to force Iran to make a deal on its nuclear capabilities, its enrichment facilities, its a stockpile of highly enriched uranium through economic pressure. Might it work? Could work. The Iranians are getting some ships out. They are selling a certain amount of oil, so there is still some revenue coming in. But clearly, Trump doesn't want to go back to war because he's had numerous opportunities to do so. Now, the Iranians might push Trump too far, in which case we are back at full-scale war. But for now, I think Trump's strategy is play the long game here, strangle the Iranian economy.
Mr. Kupchan, there is a statement that was made by the Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth today, which I found a little bit concerning, because he has managed to change the narrative. Now he's calling the Iranians the aggressors in this conflict. He says that the Iranians have managed to strangle the whole world by blocking the Strait of Hormuz. He does not speak about the blockade that the United States did give to Iranian ports. What do you think about that so-called narrative?
Well, I think part of what we're seeing here is an Iranian versus an American campaign for the court of world opinion, a PR campaign, with the United States saying, hey, it's Iran that's now the aggressor. We declared a ceasefire. We are abiding by the ceasefire. We're just trying to open the Strait of Hormuz so that people around the world can get the gas and the oil that they need. Iran, on the other hand, is trying to portray the United States and Israel as the aggressors, claiming that it is the naval blockade that is causing the disruption. So these are dueling narratives. And we know that the Iranians are also playing a big AI game. They are putting out a lot of social media posts and memes trying to shape the global narrative about this conflict. So this is a war that's taking place in terms of the military, in terms of the Strait, and now in terms of the court of world opinion and dueling narratives.
Mr. Kupchan, very quickly, I'm just going back to my first question that I asked you about the UAE. Why is it that Iran is purposefully attacking the UAE and not Saudi Arabia?
I do think that the Iranian attacks against the UAE are quite provocative. I can understand why the Iranians are taking shots at U.S. ships, trying to keep the strait closed, trying to keep it under Iranian control. But by launching new missile attacks against the UAE, they really are risking a significant escalation by the United States, a return to the battlefield. I think they see the UAE as in some ways the country that is most allied with the United States. It's most allied with Israel. It has decided to drop out of OPEC. It gets help from the United States and Israel strategically. So in some ways, they've singled out the UAE. But this is a very, very risky way to go about trying to position themselves for an endgame.
Mr. Kupchan, it's good to see you. We'll have to end this discussion here. Thank you for your time and for talking to us today.
Pleasure to see you as well. Bye-bye.